Okay. Look at this World Engine. Okay. World Engine, I'm going to do all the software solutions, IT type questions first. Let's just cover the IT and software first. Alright? What is the possible thing about IT and software first? World Engine is one of the, let's look at the requirements here. Develop a decision tree for the information given in the scenario and discuss the implication and shortcomings. Okay. Be careful with this type of questions. A lot of people get this wrong. You know, why that? Decision tree. You know, draw a decision tree. Yes, no? You can't get a decision tree question. If you get a decision tree, it's actually kind of easy. But be careful. A lot of students just drew the tree and walked away. They forgot what's the other thing. Implication, shortcoming. So you write answer 3 pages. Don't worry, just use 3 pages. Decision tree, implication, shortcoming. Are you okay now? All you have to do is just make sure you label A. That's it. That's all. Are you clear? Can By the way, make sure you implement this because I've tracked it, it works. It works. The students who do this have a higher tendency to pass. Simply because they have so much empty space, they feel like writing more and more junk. Got it? They keep just throwing junk wherever they can. And they won't run out of time, surprisingly. You usually finish about with 10-20 minutes in spare. You know why? No stop and tick. There was never a stop and tick. It was always like, go through, then go back again. Go through, then go back again. Something like that. Rather than go, stop, go, stop, go, stop. Are you clear now? So avoid that go, stop approach. Just go through. Does that make sense? Okay. You remember, when you go to the exam hall, you read all the questions, right? Make sure you know which questions you're doing at the beginning of the question. Beginning of the exam, I'm doing this. I know this. So I have to write rubbish. Decide which one you're going to write rubbish. Okay. So 3 pages that can? Okay. Next one. The divisional director suggests that procurement decision could have been taken on the evidence of decision. Discuss what other factors not considered by decision should be taken into consideration when deciding the option to select. 6 marks. I think 1 page will be enough. Yes or not? Factors to consider. Finish. Got it? Okay. Discuss then. WE executive are concerned about the risk of Topaz as a relatively new company going out of business. They have also expressed concern the loss of evaluation team in a fatal accident. They believe that this should have led to a review of risk associated with employee travel. Discuss how each of the above risks, supplier business failure and employee travel, might be avoided or mitigated. 2 pages. Are you okay now? No need to think so much about planning already, right? Life is easy, Last time we used to think about how many pages. No need, just forget about the whole idea. Just put 2 pages thing. Can follow so far. Clear? Okay. Once you're done with that, next thing. Supplier business failure and employee travel. Okay, we have to read the question to find out what are the risk management. But risk management is all about how it might be avoided or mitigated. Keyword. Avoided or mitigated. Mitigated means reduce lah. Avoided means stop lah from happening. Are you clear now? Okay, are you clear this word avoided and mitigated? Yes, no. So actually you can write your answer. Supplier risk, avoided, mitigated. You can break the paper in half. Avoid, mitigate. Yeah. Okay, what the question asks you for avoid, mitigate what?
We just put supplier, business failure and without split to 2 heading each.
It's actually safer for you to split because then you know you have to talk about 2 things, right? Never mind, you've got no idea, don't worry. You just fill up what you can get. Nobody say you have to fill it up. It's just that you broke the answer into 2 and then you shoot what you know. Then later on you see, I never write anything. Then you think something somehow. You write some nonsense, but at least your nonsense is now very focused to where it should hit. Get the idea? Okay. Let's go through this part. Are we clear on this question so far? Okay, let's move on to this question. Okay, this question. World Engine is one of the largest producers of aircraft ship engines in the world. It has assets of in excess of 600 billion. So it's too big. It's $600 billion company, not 600 million, $600 billion company. Right? It's currently considering improving marine engine production facilities. This improvement includes introduction of specialist hardware, software, engine testing technology. The two companies have been shortlisted for supplying this technology. Amethyst is a well-established company, with whose products are sophisticated testing facilities and cost 7 million. Okay, fine. There's that 7 million there. Okay. The software and the product is written in conventional programming. Okay, right. I'm looking at this word programming. Okay. Solution is widely used, relatively inflexible. Okay. It has an out-of-date user interface. Trading profitability of 20 years. Okay, fine. Amethyst has turnover 960 million. Well, where do you think you're going to put this? I think other factors to consider. I just got a listing here. Other factors would be programming language, usage, flexibility, okay, user interface, age, and financial stability. There, financial stability. How many words I got already? How many headers already? So, if I did my answer for this one, let's say I break it up first. Remember we said break it up, right? Yeah. So I said decision 3, correct? Then I put correct. Okay. Next one was other factors. Then after that I have to put supplier risk, supplier business failure, is it? Then the other one was clear. Your page is all set up ready, right? You now know how to approach a question, right? Open only, start. Open straight away, don't think so much. Can, huh? Start. Next thing, what do you do? Okay, let's go through. Well, I got a few words here. Programming language, usage, flexibility, user interface. I can go inside. Other factors, right? Usage. What else? User interface, language use, age, financial stability. Anything else I put there? Well, I'm going to say A is wide, A is old, A is amethyst. You're doing amethyst. A is amethyst, correct? A's language was conventional. A is 20 years. A is high because 960 million. As long as you are doing that, you're already getting some marks. Are you clear or not clear? Got it? Follow, don't follow. Can I move on? Topaz is a relatively new company, formed 3 years ago. Now you can see where are you going to go back? Age. What's my age? T is. Does it make sense? Do you have T's financial stability? How? Read the whole thing, see if you can pick it up now. Cannot. What do you get? Whose product is more expensive, most significant advantage in high volume performance stress testing. It's a modular soft design that it's a modular software design that allows it to be easily maintained and upgradable. Well, It's written in relatively new, powerful programming language. It also has attractive contemporary user interface. Topaz currently turn over 24 million. They are worried about this thing. Okay, now, excellently commissioned credit report shows Topaz is profitable, liquid and highly geared company. Okay, now back to this. This one is hello, did you figure that out? Yeah, well, they have products selling for 8 million and they have sales of 24 million. Does that make sense? Language? New. User interface? Attractive. Usage T is low. Done lah. You see how the marks was created already? Done. Are we clear on that? Don't worry if you didn't get the 6 point. Just leave it first and then come back. When you look at it, you might find something else. You will find an angle after a while. The pretty obvious one you pick up. Then move. Got it? Was this obvious? Pretty obvious, right? The last one may be a bit tricky, leave it. Okay, but you get most of the ideas. Upgrade. Remember there's one called upgrade, right? Yes or not? Upgrade and maintenance, right? A must be low, T must be, A must be high, T must be low. Why? Modular. Finish. Understand? So if you think for a while, the ideas will start coming. Get it? Because have I used all the words in the sentence? I think I left one sentence standing out there. Take that sentence and throw inside your answer. Got it? Clear on the logic? Can I move on? Follow, don't follow. Clear? That's the answer. Okay. Now let's move on. On a recent evaluation visit, MIT's WE completion team of 5 people, including the financial specialist, were killed when their aircraft crashed on its approach to landing. It was a small 12-seat commuter aircraft. I mean, what do you expect for a 12-seat commuter plane? All small planes naturally crash. They always crash all the time. Yes or no? Happened in Perth also recently, right? Somebody just took a plane and crashed it. Was flying WE team for short 100 kilometers. Seriously, 100 kilometers you need to fly. Okay, let's circle the 100 kilometers out. From international airport to small rural airport. Later emerged small commuter aircraft were subject to less stringent safety procedures than larger aircraft used by established airline. Okay, fine. So right now I can go back to guess what? Now I can go to risk management already. Employee drivers, no travel. Use what? Done lah. Did you think that one? Can, right? Yes, no? Not so much actually. Not so much really. That's answer really. So this is the answer really. Policy, you can say like policy of no travel for short distance. What is that? Next thing. What else? Use car. Use land travel. Okay, done? You got the answers already now? Don't worry, you'll get more ideas as you sit down and think for a while. Got it? It takes time. It's not going to be automatic. Clear? Okay. What about the supplier? Avoid. Very easy on this one. Does it make sense? Can, huh? Anything else after that? How else to mitigate? Anything else you can say? Mitigate. Don't worry, sooner or later you'll pick up different ideas to solve the risk. You need to let it sink for a while. I repeat that. Let it sink for a while. You need to let the problem cook in your head for a while. Don't look at the problem trying to solve it. You can switch off and switch back. The moment you have a problem in your head, it stays in your head until you solve it. Just remember this rule. It'll be in the background. It's called background processing, just like your handphone got many applications running in the background. Got it? It's still processing, but when you look at it, you might get different angles to solve the problem. Clear? Not clear? You got the marks already? Understand this part? And trust me, you can get the marks really fast. You don't need to sit there, write long stories. If you have seen the Evernote answers, have you been reviewing my Evernote answers? They're kind of short and straight to the point. Stick to that approach. Got it? Okay. Later that year, one of the divisional directors of the gave responsibility for picking up the running and testing of technology evaluation project. He found the following figure produced by the financial analyst of the evaluation team who was killed in the air crash. The divisional director recalls the returns were based on tangible benefits only. I think that's a problem, isn't it? What about intangible benefits? Make a note. The returns reflect the characteristics of Topaz produced better results if demand was testing high, less effective in low demand, and reflection of the fact that two solutions differ slightly in terms of functional and scope. Okay, fine. The figure 1. Okay, quickly calculate this one. The divisional director recalls a workshop convened for consider future market demand. Demand for marine industry is increasingly global uncertainty. It's difficult to predict. Remember, we also had a demand for 6 years. We actually came out with the figures after we had a heated, hard argument in this one. Okay, now, high demand for 6 years, low demand for 6 years, high demand for 3 years, followed by low demand for 3 years. This figure is confirmed by document also recorded by iCrash. As I recall, said the division manager, financial specialist intended to develop a decision tree to help us. No evidence he ever constructed it. Pity, he could have taken the whole procurement decision based on tree. Okay, now, you just have to draw the tree. Can you quickly draw the tree? Hurry up. draw the tree. Have you drawn a tree? Do you know how to draw a tree? Yes, no? Don't draw a literal tree. Yeah? So let me see if I can draw the tree. The tree will go something like this. Yes, no? Did you draw it like this? If you draw a tree like this, you're perfect. If you didn't draw a tree like this, something wrong with you. Did you draw a tree like this? You draw a tree like that, then you have a serious problem. Are we clear, not clear? That's not the tree you're supposed to be drawing, isn't it? Although I can draw a reasonably nice tree. Let me see if I can color this tree. Okay, that's not the tree you're supposed to draw. Right. Then you got the probabilities. Just load the probabilities in. You got high demand, you got moderate demand, and you got low demand. High demand, moderate demand, low demand. Got it? Yes, no? Did they give you the probabilities for this? Well, they've given you the high demand and the low demand and the demand for everything here. You should be able to get this one. It's 4 million per year, per annum, correct? So this is going to be 4 times 6. This is going to be 0.1 times 6. Am I right? Yes, no? This is going to be 3 times 4 plus 0. Is it 0.1? Yeah, 0.1. What's the probability of high? 0.4, 0.4. Okay. How much is the value here? EV. Here is supposed to be what? 3 and 0.5. 3 times 6. This is 0.5 times 6. This is going to be 3 times 3 plus 0.5 times 3. Are you clear on this one? Did you get this one? How much is your EV? Just multiply everything up. Can? Hello. How much? T. T becomes? This is 12.3, right? 12.3, right? You multiply, you get 12.3. 12.3 minus 8? 4.3. Then this one is going to multiply, what do you get? 10.5. So what? Minus 7, what do you get? 3.5. So this one cancel. Okay. Does that make sense? You get about 4 marks there. Yeah. Yeah. Come on, how hard was that? Seriously. What do you want? 25 marks for drawing a picture like that? I know you will be looking for 25 marks. You're not going to get that much marks. Are you clear? Any questions there? Can I? Okay. Can I move on? Follow up? Okay. Moving on. What's the implication? Because what? Higher expected EV. Okay, leave it. Don't do anything with that. Shortcoming. Next page. What's the shortcoming? Number one, this one you go back to the words there. Values ignored. Intangible benefits like user interface. Some more values outdated since it was done some time back. You have to say update. Needed. Anything else? Well, heated debate means not very reliable yet. Got it? Not clear why 6 years only. Anything else? Shortcoming? Risk preference not taken into account. Done. Enough lah. Yeah. Then you go back to implication. That looks empty. I might want to write some more things. Yes or not? Follow, but don't worry about it. Right? Don't worry about it. You can't get any. Just leave it as it is, because you know that you already got roughly about 4 or 5 marks here, and you already got about 4 or 5 marks. The implication could be just a one-off answer. Don't worry about it. Just leave it as it is. Are you clear or not clear? You worry about it, then you got problem. But you'll be like, oh my god, I got only one sentence there. So what do you do? Go down there and write this word. PTO. I think I told you to write this out, right? Yes, no? Did I tell you to write this out? PTO. British people love courteous people. They like people who are very courteous, and it was one of the ACCA values, by the way. One of the fundamental ethical principles of ACCA in the ancient time was courtesy. Got it? They removed it because the international people felt courtesy is not important. That's why nowadays accountant no courtesy. Are we clear? Not clear? Okay. Got the idea? So do be courteous. Just put please turn over. Look, I know I wrote one page and let you see one page, but please turn over. We have something in the next page. Clear? And when you end the question, make sure you have down there, you might have this word called question whatever number, okay? Clear? Whatever, like question 2. Make sure, can you remember to do this? You think you can remember to do this? Be polite, be courteous to the person, just to make sure that their life is a bit more brightened up, because you could actually take the time to be courteous. Got it? Clear? Not clear? Okay. Any questions?